boy got home, he went straight to his room, ignored his mom. She asked him how he was doing. He walked right past his dad's office, didn't give him much attention. When he got in his room, like a lot of kids will do, they play with their toys, they get creative. He took his stuffed animals off the bed, lined them up in a circle on his carpet floor. He sat down, not crisscross applesauce, had his knees up, and he just kind of stared at the ground quietly. His mom had been getting dinner started while her friends were over, and they all started to leave. A few moments later, she came up to the boy's room, told him that dinner was ready. He just stared at the ground, gave a little bit of a sigh, and went downstairs. As I said, the boy would throw these minor fits, nothing anyone was really worried about. Well, while they were eating, the boy didn't touch any of his food. His mom would say something, and his dad would say something. They'd talk to each other about their days, but what was strange is when his mom would speak, the boy would hear his dad's voice. And when his dad would speak, the boy would hear his mom's voice. And they were kind of off. It's almost glitching. Like, the conversations made sense, kind of, but they weren't spoken at the right times. They both looked at the boy and they asked him why he hadn't been eating his food, and the boy perceived them to ask him at the same time, and at that moment, things went back to normal. The boy said, "Everything's fine." He said, "Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine." And his parents had only asked him the question once. They kind of just looked at him wide-eyed and concerned. Finally, the boy kind of realized he was acting strange and just started crying. And as he cried and cried, something began to feel off. All of a sudden, his plate snapped right in half. And the boy, surprised, just stared at the plate. His parents, they didn't say anything. His dad just got up, took the broken pieces, and put the food on a new plate, and sat back down. The boy started eating, and everyone was quiet for the rest of the night. After they were done eating, the boy went back upstairs. His parents tucked him in, and you went to sleep. That night, he had the most intense nightmares he had ever had. And when he woke up in the morning, he knew that the shirt with black sleeves and white stripes, or white sleeves with black stripes, however you want to look at it, was no longer his favorite shirt.